And what a bowler. He has 10 titles. Firestone champion. Here he goes. Roll up.
Yeah.
All right, Del Ballard's already done something differently than other tournament leaders and other people who have competed against Thayer today. Number one, he's decided to start. This is the first time that Thayer has bowled second, and Ballard has started off very aggressively. Bob Benoit, how great a break is this where you throw the ball wide in the very first frame, championship game, you've never won a title, and you trip out the two-pin to avoid the split?
I tell you, everything's going Mark Slayer right now. He's you know, tripping out of things, and he just tripped that 2 out to, oh, he almost a 10, but he's great. He's got everything going his way right now today.
Including that last shot.
Interesting match there, as Bob has said, and as Thayer has shown with his terrific bowling so far, can win on the tour. It's going to be just when. Will it be today over the great Del Ballard?
I had 3-6-10.
Bob, your first championship round, first title, you didn't even look back. You just went out there and threw 12 strikes, made it pretty simple, but it's a lot tougher than you think when you don't start with a big lead. Aren't I correct?
Well, I think I was pretty unconscious that day. I'm not sure what's going through Mark's mind right now, but I tried to just go brain dead, and I do that pretty good.
Close.
You know, Chris, one thing that Mark Thayer has avoided today is the fatal frame. Everybody else has had a big open frame against him, and Mark has avoided that. Let's see if he can continue in the championship game against Ballard.
Play there. Yes.
Of course, wearing that ABC wireless microphone.
One of the great styles in all of professional bowling. Everything in ideal position. Look at this. Look at that left arm. Look at that steady head. Look at the angle of the feet. Everything going down the target line, underneath the ball. Folks, look at that, especially you amateurs that want to throw a hook. Stay underneath the ball. Don't top it.
And if he continues to bowl like that, Del Ballard will really use that wireless microphone.
Well, let's see how Thayer can weather the storm. An errant shot in the first frame. Got a break, left the 10-pin, made it 3-6-10 in the second. Then a tough break here in the third. The solid 9 as his opponent, the experienced Ballard, has started with 3 in a row.
Continues to mark with spares. Thus far this year, including the Bud Light Masters, only 3 of 19 top seeds, tournament leaders, have won.
I think there's a number of reasons, Chris. Number one, we've had some erratic lane conditions, obviously shown on our winter tour telecast of 16 weeks. And number two, the tournament leaders haven't been as aggressive as Ballard is right here.
There's a man that had 28 strikes and 3 victories, getting his first only in the 4th frame. The final will continue after this.
For your neck of the woods.
Rose Festival time, a capacity crowd at the Hollywood Bowl here in Portland, Oregon. Laser Mania. They all love their team. Del Ballard. That would make you speechless.
You bet. You know, Ballard's bowling so sharp that he's almost thinking 300. I mean, he said the rack's bad. Not necessary, but he just nailed it, leaves a solid 8. Tough break. He's almost thinking 300. He feels so good.
Third telecast of the year. Only 3 players have won from the number 1 spot this year. As we said, Del Ballard feels it's a jinx position.
I think it's tough to win from the number 1 position because you've gone through all week trying to lead the tournament, and then whenever you do,
it's down to a one-game match. You really have to stay aggressive whenever you first come out. You don't have the luxury of being able to feel your way through the first match or two, and you really have to stay aggressive, and I'm going to be as aggressive as possible.
Bob, your doubles partner has pretty good philosophy, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, I think he does, and I think after that last shot, I think he found a horseshoe.
Might be sitting on it. He trips out the 2-pin. Now Thayer can close the gap down to 13 pins with a strike.
For Thayer, it's his 4th game of the afternoon.
And the 4th time that Mark Thayer has tried to win a PBA championship, he has 3 seconds to show for it coming into today's action.
Next week, Riverside, California. Southern California Open, our regular time, 3 Eastern. 2 weeks from today, back to Fresno, California.
Thayer with only 1 open frame in 4 games so far, that 5-7 split. Needs to get going right here.
Thus far this year, Eric Forkel leads the pack, followed by the president of PBA, McDowell, Ferraro, Vespi, DeAntremont, Lawrence Sullins, Wiseman, and this man, Del Ballard, nearly 56 grand.
Better hook. Woo, baby.
He say payday?
I think he said, oh, baby.
Okay.
Sent it wide. He knew it was wide. We have an ideal lane condition here if you really get your wrist in behind the ball. Now watch how Del Ballard is playing the championship pair. I just love his style. It's just would match any era that I've ever seen in the sport of bowling. Ideal positions, almost straight through, wrist underneath the ball. Can take a 43-pin lead.
Ooh, yes. Right. There's no commercial.
He's aware. He's aware of everything that goes on around him.
Well, he's put the pressure on Thayer. It's perform time or he cannot win.
Leg to the 10-pin.
Well, he's pretty much had his way today, and right here in a crucial situation, the solid 10. A conversion here, he trailed by 43 pins with 3 frames to go, and I'd say, yes, you have a pretty good chance, but he better start throwing some strikes.
Del Ballard, having won the Toyota Long Island Open this year. Last year he won 4 in 8 television appearances.
Thayer looking to the scoreboard on the side. As you can see, he has a potential 226. Ballard going at a 239 pace. Thayer with some strikes and some misfortune by this man. It could be very close in the 10th. Bob Benoit, what's going through your doubles partner Del Ballard's mind right here where he has a key shot? He can really put the crushing blow on Mark Thayer.
Well, usually when Del gets in a real crucial situation like this, he has a song in his head and he starts singing, and that keeps him loose and just tries to make a good shot like he did there.
The pins were out of tune with the melody he was singing, obviously, as he leaves a solid 10. Look at the solid game he's left so far. His head down. See the concentration? His eyes on the target till the ball is well down the lane. Great discipline. In this game is Turkey solid 8, Turkey solid 10 for our tournament leader, Del Ballard Jr.
Fred Astaire of bowling.
All right,
baby. He's one of the many classic car fans among the PBA. I wish Bob Benoit had time to repaint my Shelby Mustang. Bob Benoit is an expert, believe me. And Del is a man that needs a paint job in his car, that is.
Well, he can afford it if he can close out this game.
Oh. Yes.
For Mark Thayer, he's in an absolute must situation. Has to strike on the next 3 balls to have any chance. In a championship round that has averaged 232 for the first 6 games, Thayer is not coming up to that standard in the championship game. The best he can bowl is 206. He's in trouble.
And he's going against the 1987 U.S. Open winner in Tacoma, the 1988 Masters champion, and the 1989 Firestone winner, Ballard.
And Dell received $100,000 for first place in that U.S. Open. Wry smile on Mark Thayer's face. Victory in hand for this man, Ballard Jr. But Thayer has to be happy with his performance. He doesn't have his first title, but he bowled great today. Got a great check for second place. He's on his way. Has his hot streak continued.
Bob Benoit, there are many modes of transportation among you PBA champions. How do you and Lorinda get to Riverside, California?
Well, we have a van and we drive every week, so as soon as we're done here, we're going to pack up and take off. We have 1,025 miles to go in a couple of days.
Every buck these professionals on the Bowlers Tour earn is hard-earned, believe me, after 31 years of watching. Is he angry? What a shot.
Hey, baby, I can't help it. No gutters, no gutters.
Somebody referred to the infamous Ballard ball that he threw a title away.
He makes it look so easy, doesn't
When
he?
you live in a tree, what can you say?
Well, for Mark Thayer, he bowled 960 for 4 games, a 240 average. Has to be very proud of his performance. But here's the champion.
Thank you.
256.
Great bowling, man. Hey, great game. Great game. I was lucky.